Live from the Carl Chevrolet Studios in West Des Moines, this is Iowa Live.
Welcome back to the program, everybody. Well, if you went to your mailbox recently and you are a subscriber of the Iowa History Journal, you saw something very special. Another edition of the magazine, Michael Swanger.
It's here already. Good to see you again, Lou.
Good to see you, and lots of stuff inside the Iowa History Journal, the July-August edition. Tell everybody briefly about the Iowa History Journal and how long it's been around.
We're a statewide publication, the only popular periodical devoted exclusively to Iowa history. We're in our 16th year now.
Wow, that's impressive. Very impressive. And you send the magazine out all over the United States, don't you?
All over the U.S., that's right. Yeah.
The last time I saw, what, at least 30 different states are getting it?
At least. We may have more by now.
Okay,
yeah.
So this is pretty cool. People that are from Iowa want to stay in touch with Iowa. So what is inside this latest edition?
Well, let's start with the cover story, Lou.
Okay,
because
this one here?
Yes, you're looking at a picture of 93-year-old Selena Karp Beniez, who is a Schindler's List survivor.
Oh, my goodness.
And if you have ever seen the movie, the 1993 Steven Spielberg movie, Schindler's List,
yes,
you're just beginning to get a glimpse into her life. She and her parents worked for Oskar Schindler in one of the factories.
Really?
They survived the Holocaust. They had worked at another labor camp before. She spent time in Auschwitz. She actually had a face-to-face encounter with the notorious German SS officer Joseph Mengele.
Oh my goodness.
Her story, written by Bill Fredericks, a local author with assistance from the local Iowa Jewish Historical Society, is probably one of the more compelling, intriguing stories I've published in our 16 years.
Wow.
It's a true tale of strength, courage, perseverance, hope, and ultimately forgiveness, which is incredible that how she is able to live her life and forgive all the things that she experienced and what her family experienced in the atrocities of the Holocaust.
And so many people, they tie back to Schindler's List, the movie, for their first, information about this. But
yes,
this is somebody from here,
yes,
who had direct contact with them.
That's right. After the war, her father had a relative here in Des Moines, so she moved here in June of 1947, she and her parents. She graduated from North High School.
Oh, really?
She got a scholarship to Grinnell College, graduated from there,
nice,
lived in Iowa. So her time in Iowa was very key because it was part of her healing after the war,
wow,
and after the Holocaust. So amazing Iowa connection. Never thought I would ever see an Iowa connection to the Holocaust. And thank goodness we have her to tell her story still. She's an amazing woman.
All right, so what else is inside the latest edition?
You bet. Well, we have a story. It's a bit of an international theme here. We have a story about artist William Edwards Cook, who spent some time in the early 20th century in Paris with the Lost Generation. We also have a story about bicycle legend Victor Hopkins, who competed for Team USA in the 1924 Paris Olympics.
Look at this.
There he is.
That nice outfit.
Years ago. That looks good. That looks better on him than it would me.
Yeah.
And then we are also celebrating the centennial of Ledges State Park, which is the second oldest state park in Iowa. And so it's celebrating its centennial. I know right now it's experiencing some issues with water.
Right.
But you can still visit the park. I know it's a favorite of my family's, and I encourage folks to go up there and walk around this summer or this fall and enjoy one of the great quiet places in Iowa.
Yeah, I love the fact that you've focused here in and you have some adventures of an artist in Paris with obviously what is going to be starting here in a matter of days with the Olympics coming up. Yeah. And then you talk about the cyclist. We just ended the Tour de France.
Yes.
Just finished up here this week. So, you have so many things tying into that. And then with the parks that we have in the state of Iowa, like Ledges, just been around for such a long time.
It has. It's a popular destination for outdoor enthusiasts, especially hikers, 4 miles of trails. So I encourage people to get out and explore those areas because there's a lot of native plants, et cetera, and things that you won't find elsewhere. So get out there and enjoy it.
A lot of great things going on. Now, something else I want to ask you about, because I know a couple years ago you asked about some story ideas. What if somebody has an idea for you saying, what would be a great story, Michael, would be about my family did this years ago, or this is what's going on in my community. You're always open to those.
I am, absolutely, Lou. We get a lot of story ideas from our readers and, of course, our writers. We encourage people to go on the website. Just email us at info@iowahistoryjournal.com or call us. I pick up the phone, I sweep the floors, I answer the phone, I do everything. But I'm happy to take those tips because that's how we get into the depth of the stories that we have, because we're not just talking about just icons every issue. We really like to dive into the stories that are largely unknown or have been forgotten over the years.
Okay, and I also love the fact that you have a digital version here, but you get the hard copy still. But where can somebody pick up a hard copy?
You bet.
Of the Iowa History Journal, because that's so important.
Newsstand sales are important to us, Lou, as a small business.
Good.
So we encourage folks to go to the local Hy-Vee. We're sold at every Barnes & Noble, Beaverdale Books here in the Metro. There's a list of all the retailers on our website.
Okay, and that website just so happens to be?
Yes, iowahistoryjournal.com.
All right, so just they have this one here. This is what's going to come up on your screen, and you can check out the latest edition. Get it mailed. If you have any relatives or anybody who used to live here, how about a subscription for them so they can keep up as to what's happening in the state of Iowa?
It makes a great gift.
It does make a great gift, and you make a great guest. Michael Swanger.
Appreciate it, Lou.
Thank you so much, and thank you for spending a little bit of time with us today. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you back here for another edition of Iowa Live.